Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, the home cook hero, back with a new recipe for y'all. This time, I am making these easy, cheesy shrimp stuffed biscuits. Yes, easy, cheesy shrimp stuffed biscuits. I know it's a mouthful, y'all, but I promise y'all are gonna be eating mouthfuls of this stuff once you try it. Let's get into it. Alright, y'all, so here are all of the ingredients we need for these cheesy shrimp stuffed biscuits. Have everything out here, you'll see it on the screen as well. And the next step after that is to go in and just season everything. So going in with the Cajun seasoning, for that some pepper, then a little bit of garlic powder, then lastly a pinch of Old Bay. All you really need is just a pinch. Then after that, y'all, I'm just going in to mix up all of the shrimp. And one little tip with this, it's better to mix the seasonings on the shrimp now as opposed to when you mix it in with the cream cheese and stuff, because it just makes sure that the shrimp is actually going to be nicely seasoned. So after that, I'm going in with the softened cream cheese. You want to make sure it's softened so you can mix it up easier. And I'm just mixing in the red peppers and the spring onion. And I'm also adding in about a quarter cup of the cheese that we had. And you want to set aside the rest of it for the top. And after that, I'm just gonna mix everything in all together. And I also forgot to add that I am adding in the remaining seasonings, the Cajun seasoning, the garlic powder, and then a little bit of that pepper, and I'm just going to mix everything into that cream cheese mixture. Then after that, I'm going in with the nicely seasoned shrimp, as you see, and I'm just going to hand mix everything up just for like at most 30 seconds. It doesn't really need that much mixing. You just want to make sure that the shrimp is pretty much evenly distributed through the mixture. Then y'all, we are about to get to it. So I am breaking apart all of the biscuits. It comes in 8 in a pack, and so I basically just open up one biscuit, and then as you see right here, I'm just kind of tearing it in half. Then I'm just setting all of the biscuits onto the plate so I can start my station. And as you probably guessed, we'll have 16 individual biscuits, and so I made sure that I have 16 shrimp. So shrimp. And so there will be enough shrimp for each biscuit. That was so hard to say, I don't know why. So as you see, I am flattening out the biscuit, and the edges or the outer part of the biscuits are a little bit thinner than the center of it. And that's so we'll be able to crimp the tops or the edges of the biscuit so they can form a nice seam. So I'm going in with about a tablespoon of the cream cheese and shrimp mixture, making sure that there's one shrimp obviously in each biscuit. And then I am just trying to make sure I can seal up this biscuit as much as possible. And as you see, just take your time, kind of like wrap up each little individual piece that you can get up. And then after that, you want to just pick it up, kind of like crimp all of those seams, as you can see, kind of just crimp it together. It looks like a little dumpling, actually like a soup dumpling. And then you want to just flip it over and place it into the cast iron skillet. That's how you want to place it down. You want to place it seam side down, because if not, if the seam is up, all of the cream cheese and stuff and the juices from the shrimp are going to kind of run out the top. So after that, placing it in my cast iron skillet, and this is basically what it will look like when you get to that point. I don't have 16. I didn't have enough room in my pan for 16, so I only was able to get 15 in. But not really an issue. I just added an extra shrimp in one of the biscuits. So now on to the butter top of this. I have a half a stick of butter, and then I just have a little bit of a pinch of salt, and I have a little bit of Italian seasoning, about a tablespoon. You can add a little bit more if you want, but about a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Make sure the butter is room temperature because it helps to spread it over the top of the biscuits easier. And as you know, I'm all about just making things as easy as possible. So spread over the butter on top of the biscuits, making sure you cover up all of the surface. You don't want to leave anything behind. You want to make sure everything is all covered up. Then we're going to cover it up even more with some cheese. So just make sure that you use all of the remaining cheese that we set aside from earlier, and just sprinkle that cheese all over the top of it. Sprinkle it all over. I have some cheddar cheese, and I also have a little bit of mozzarella and Parmesan cheese mixed. After that, we're pretty much good to go. You can add a little bit of paprika or something on the top before you put it in the oven, but it's not necessary. And follow the instructions on the packaging. I put mine in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes on 325. But I want to stress, make sure you check after about 20 minutes just to kind of like see where everything's at, see if the cheese is melting, see how the biscuits are rising. And y'all, this is so darn good. This stuff is amazing. You can eat it like an appetizer. You can eat it at brunch time. You can eat it honestly whenever you want to. All right, y'all. I could not wait any longer. I was really trying to just like let this thing sit to the side and just, give it like 15 minutes to rest or whatever, but it just was not happening. I do suggest that that's what you do, because if not, it's going to kind of like do a little bit of what mine did, but I mean, it was still good. It's just very, 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 very hot. So as you can see a little bit of steam coming out right now, and y'all, this stuff was so good. You can see the shrimp kind of like coming out of it a little bit. The shrimp are perfectly cooked, nice and succulent, nice and still juicy. They're not rubbery at all. And yeah, I'm just dropping it because it was so hot, y'all. I'm telling you, let it sit for like 15 minutes or so, because if not, it's going to be too hot to handle. And in these biscuits, we don't want that. So yeah, y'all, I'm just showing y'all again how the inside looks. It's kind of falling apart a little bit, but I'm just showing you that shrimp right there, and you can see the peppers inside, the spring onion, obviously all of that cream cheese filling. It is so good, and then that melted cheese on top. I just can't resist, y'all. I'm just like, taking some more bites out of it. I forgot I was filming. I just got the spoon sitting there. I'm just, forgot all about y'all. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much it for this recipe. Let me know how you like it. If you try it out, let me know how it tastes. But besides that, you can like, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw, and after that, I'll see y'all soon.